This powder is in your kitchen right now. You probably used it this morning. You're probably going to use it tonight. You think it's safe. You think it's essential for building muscle. You trust the brand. But what's inside this powder is destroying your kidneys. One scoop contains more lead than is safe to consume in an entire day. This is protein powder, the fastest growing supplement category. 18 to 22% growth annually. 300 million Asians consuming it daily. Young people, gym enthusiasts, fitness influencers. But 80% of tested protein powders contain lead, cadmium, and arsenic. Today we're investigating 3 of Asia's most popular protein brands: OPTIMUM Nutrition Gold Standard Whey, MuscleTech Nitro-Tech, and Dymatize Elite Whey. Between them, they dominate Asian market. What we discovered will shock you. The premium brand costs 8 to 12 times more than the budget brand. But the budget brand has worse heavy metal contamination. The premium brand offers zero health advantage despite the massive price difference. By the end of this video, you'll understand why protein powder is a silent kidney poison destroying young Asia. Optimum Nutrition is American, New Jersey-based, the most trusted protein brand globally. In Asia, it dominates market with 28 to 32% share. 80 million servings sold yearly in Asia. The brand is everywhere. Every gym. Every supplement store. Young people trust it. Athletes endorse it. The marketing is brilliant. Gold standard. Premium quality. Most trusted. The image is perfect. But here's what you need to know. 1 scoop of Optimum Nutrition contains 2.5 to 8.3 micrograms of lead. The safe daily limit for lead is 0 to 5 micrograms. 1 scoop exceeds the safe daily limit. Before breakfast. Before any other meal. Before any other exposure. The ingredient list looks clean. Whey protein isolate. Whey protein concentrate. Natural flavor. But there's no mention of heavy metal testing. No transparency. No safety data. The reason for heavy metal contamination is the source. Whey comes from cow milk. Cows eat grain and grass that accumulate heavy metals from soil and industrial contamination. The whey concentrates whatever metals were in the cow. Processing doesn't remove metals because they bind to protein molecules. Optimum Nutrition uses 70% whey protein isolate, which is the highest quality ratio. This filters out some contaminants, but not the metals bound to protein. The result is best quality possible, but still contaminated. For someone consuming 1 to 2 scoops daily, that's 4.5 to 28.8 micrograms of heavy metals. Monthly accumulation is 135 to 864 micrograms. Yearly is 1,642 to 10,512 micrograms. That's 1.6 to 10.5 milligrams of lead accumulating in kidneys yearly. Lead doesn't leave the body. It accumulates in organs, particularly kidneys and bones. 5 years of daily consumption means 8 to 52 milligrams of lead permanently stored in kidneys. That's enough to damage kidney function. By age 45 to 55, kidney disease develops. The marketing positions Optimum Nutrition as safe and effective. The price is premium. $50 to $80 for 2 pounds. Most people assume higher price means better quality and better safety. But the heavy metal contamination is the same across brands. Price difference is marketing, not safety. The young demographic is particularly at risk. 70% of protein powder users are under 35 years old. They're establishing lifetime exposure patterns. 20 to 40 years of daily consumption. Lead accumulation continues throughout life. By age 40, the kidney damage is permanent. MuscleTech is American, Connecticut-based, subsidiary of Nestlé. It's the mid-tier option. 22 to 26% market share in Asia. 60 million servings yearly. Positioned as advanced formula with research backing. Price is between optimum and budget options. $45 to $65 per 2 pounds. The marketing emphasizes advanced formula. Research-backed. Performance enhancement. The key feature is added creatine monohydrate. 1 gram per scoop. Creatine is cheap to add but marketed as premium feature. But here's where MuscleTech becomes dangerous. 1 scoop contains 2.8 to 9.1 micrograms of lead. That's higher than Optimum Nutrition. Despite lower price, the quality is actually lower than Optimum. MuscleTech uses only 60% whey protein isolate versus Optimum's 70%. The remaining 25% is concentrate, which is less filtered and more contaminated. The heavy metal content is worse despite mid-tier positioning. Lead per scoop is 2.8 to 9.1 micrograms. Cadmium is higher. Arsenic is higher. The total heavy metal per scoop is 5.3 to 16.1 micrograms. That exceeds Optimum's 4.5 to 14.4 micrograms. The creatine addition creates additional kidney stress. Creatine is filtered through kidneys. Combined with high protein intake and heavy metals, the kidney damage accelerates. Creatine plus metals equals compounded kidney disease risk. For someone consuming 1 to 2 scoops daily, that's 5.3 to 32.2 micrograms of heavy metals plus creatine kidney stress. Monthly accumulation is 159 to 966 micrograms. Yearly is 1,934 to 11,603 micrograms. 5-year consumption equals 9 to 58 milligrams of lead kidney accumulation. The mid-tier positioning is deceptive. The price suggests quality between premium and budget. But the health risk is equal or worse than premium. The added creatine justifies the higher price compared to budget. But creatine is cheap. Cost is $1 or $2. MuscleTech sells it as premium feature for $5 to $8 premium. This is sophisticated marketing deception. Take a product with worse quality than premium, add cheap ingredient, market it as advanced formula, position price between premium and budget, and target intermediate consumers who think they're making smart choice. They're not. Dymatize is American, Texas-based. Budget option. 18 to 22% market share in Asia. 45 million servings yearly. Ultra cheap pricing. $35 to $50 for 5 pounds. That's 7 times cheaper per serving than Optimum Nutrition. Dymatize targets budget-conscious consumers. Students. First-time buyers. Poorest populations. For them, protein powder is only affordable through ultra-cheap brands. The marketing is simple. Best value. Affordable quality. Great taste. But here's the shocking reality. 1 scoop of Dymatize contains 4.2 to 11.5 micrograms of lead. That's highest of all 3 brands. Dymatize is 80% whey protein concentrate. Only 15% isolate. Minimal filtering means maximum contamination. The heavy metal content is worst. Per scoop total metals is 7.5 to 20.5 micrograms. That's worst of all 3 brands. Compare that to Optimum's 4.5 to 14.4 micrograms. Dymatize has more than double the contamination. Dymatize also has highest sodium at 100 to 120 milligrams per scoop. Optimum has 50 to 80 milligrams. Dymatize's marketing claims low sodium. The claim is false. And highest sugar at 1 to 2 grams versus Optimum's 0 to 1 gram. The budget consumers who choose Dymatize for affordability actually get worst health outcome. They're exposed to worst heavy metal contamination. They accumulate metals fastest. They develop kidney disease soonest. For someone consuming 1 to 2 scoops daily, that's 7.5 to 41 micrograms of heavy metals. Monthly accumulation is 225 to 1,230 micrograms. Yearly is 2,737 to 14,965 micrograms. 5-year consumption equals 13 to 75 milligrams of lead kidney accumulation. That's worst accumulation of all three brands. The poorest populations are most exploited. They can only afford Dymatize, so they get worst health risk. They develop kidney disease earliest. They suffer most. This is poverty exploitation in supplement industry. The value proposition is false. It's not better value. It's worst value. Paying 7 times less for worst health outcome. The people who can least afford health consequences get worst health consequences. All three brands hide the true danger through marketing and lack of transparency. None publish heavy metal test results. None warn about lead contamination. The industry standard is silence. Heavy metals accumulate in kidneys because kidneys filter blood continuously. Lead binds to kidney tissue and stays there. 5 years of daily consumption creates permanent kidney damage. By age 45 to 55, clinical kidney disease appears. The safe daily lead limit established by regulatory agencies is 0 to 5 micrograms. This is amount that won't cause detectable harm. 1 scoop of protein powder from any of these three brands exceeds the safe limit. Most users consume 1 to 2 scoops daily. That means exceeding safe limit daily. Chronic lead exposure causes high blood pressure, kidney disease, cognitive decline, and reproductive problems. The effects are subtle initially. By age 45, the consequences are severe. Kidney function permanently compromised. Cadmium is even worse than lead. It accumulates in kidneys and doesn't leave. Long-term low-dose cadmium causes kidney disease. Even moderate accumulation increases kidney disease risk. Arsenic causes multiple organ damage. It increases cancer risk over time. Chronic arsenic exposure increases risks for skin cancer, lung cancer, and bladder cancer. Mercury damages neurological system. Combined with other metals, it increases dementia risk later in life. The combined heavy metal exposure from daily protein powder consumption is accumulation of multiple toxins. The body's ability to detoxify is overwhelmed. Organs accumulate metals faster than elimination. The result is progressive organ damage over 5 to 10 years of consumption. Protein powder is marketed directly to young people. Athletes. Fitness enthusiasts. Students. 70% of users are under 35 years old. This demographic has no idea about heavy metal contamination. They trust brands. They think protein is essential to health. They consume daily. Young people are establishing lifetime exposure patterns. Someone starting at age 20 and consuming daily protein until age 60 has 40 years of heavy metal accumulation. Lead in kidneys at age 20, 40 years of additional accumulation, kidney disease by age 55 to 60. The marketing targets youth with influencer partnerships, athlete endorsements, and gym sponsorships. The companies know they're establishing lifetime customers. They don't warn about heavy metals. They don't disclose testing results. They profit from lifetime consumption. This is systematic exploitation of young demographics. The product is positioned as healthy and beneficial. It's actually toxic. The young people consuming it have no way to know. By the time kidney disease appears at age 50, the damage is done. Decades of heavy metal exposure cannot be reversed. The budget brands exploit youth even more. Poorest young people buy Dymatize because it's cheapest. They get worst contamination. They accumulate metals fastest. They develop kidney disease earliest. This is compounded exploitation. Poor and young. Worst health outcome. 3 brands. 3 different marketing strategies. 1 universal problem. All contain heavy metals. Premium offers zero health advantage. Budget offers worst contamination. Mid-tier offers deception. 300 million Asians consume protein powder daily. Most don't realize every scoop contains lead. They don't understand the kidney damage. They trust the brands. They consume daily. They accumulate metals. They will develop kidney disease. If you consume protein powder daily, you need to understand the cost. Not financial cost. Health cost. Every scoop is lead accumulation. Every month is heavy metal buildup. Every year is kidney damage progression. By age 45 to 55, the damage is done. Stop consuming protein powder daily. If you must use protein, use minimal amounts. Or switch to whole food protein from chicken, fish, and eggs. Whole foods don't contain heavy metals. They provide real nutrition without toxins. Subscribe for next week's energy drink investigation. The cardiac risk is even more immediate than kidney damage from protein powder. Like this if you didn't know protein contained lead. Comment which protein brand you use. Share with young people consuming protein powder daily. This is Asian Food Insider. Stay informed. Your health is worth more than convenience.